G'day. Thank you. It's an honour to be up here at this special awards night. However, I have to say, to start off with, that I am a little bit disappointed. You see, this time last year, I was sitting down there waiting for our category to be read out, and the guy standing up as the 2012 award winner, John Netsky, from John Netsky Drilling, was telling a story of how he'd sold his business for $60 million in the previous year. So I guess at the time, sitting down there, I thought, geez, if I'd sold my business for $60 million, I wouldn't be up there talking to people. I'd be on a beach, perhaps learning to surf. I'd definitely, and I also thought, my second thought was, this is going to be really awesome. I've got to win this thing. We did, but we haven't actually been able to sell the business for $60 million. So anyway, but seriously, I guess in terms of the whole being part of the Telstra Business Awards, it's a fantastic process. And every one of you, and it's a cliche, having been through the finalist process and got here tonight, you have got the ability to get something out of it. And I, as a small business owner, I have a business plan that I mean to look at every single year. And I found that going through my business plan with the judges, explaining why I did what I did, was one of the most valuable things that I could ever do. And it made sure that I actually did my annual review. We're also being fortunate enough to go to Sydney as a national finalist. The process, the events that Telstra put on in Sydney at the national finals are just fantastic. And to this day, in my office, it's not a particularly great or clean office. I have a whiteboard on there, and up on the whiteboard has some words that were said by Mark Boris, who gave the keynote speech at the National Awards. And there's just 5 words up there, and it'll take me half an hour to explain them to give you the same meaning that he gave them for me. But just sitting there and listening to someone and taking something away and putting it into your own context for your own business, it's an extremely powerful thing. And I truly believe that those 5 words will be part of my business for the rest of my life. They're really, really powerful, profound things that I learnt by listening to that keynote speech. So I guess we come to the next bit, the winning bit. We're in a business that we compete with Coles and Woolworths. So we're a small business, part of the Telstra Business Awards, and we compete against 2 companies that combine 28 cents in every single dollar spent by consumers in Australia go to these 2 companies, and we compete with them. So winning a Telstra Business Award gives us a lot of faith. It helps us understand that we're doing something right. And we've had a fantastic year in our wholesale business. A lot of the things you've heard some of the other speakers talk about in terms of trust and recognition, that's all been very true for us in our wholesale business. But when it comes to Coles and Woolworths, they're not too fussed about the Telstra Business Awards, to be honest. But we're still competing with them. So it doesn't bring us any business in that area, but it does help us engage with our retail consumers and keep the faith of what we're doing, that we've got something right and we've got something special. So I guess to finish up, you can end up with $60 million at the end of the Telstra Business Awards approach. It's highly unlikely, but every single one of you will end up, no matter whether you're a finalist or a winner, you'll end up with something of value. So thank you very much.